Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my platform. Those of you that are returning, those of you that are new, welcome to my platform. My name is Astraea Love, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you guys today. So I hope everybody has had a good day. Please know that my readings are timeless. So whenever you get to this video, there are going to be messages in here for you. Okay? All right. So yeah, so my readings are timeless. All right, whenever you get to this reading, there's going to be messages in here for you. Just know that. Also know that if any of you have any personal questions, you can send me a $20 super chat and I will pause the collective reading. Welcome in, Shaman Maria, and I will answer your question, okay? And I also do work with another psychic. We pick up things on a really higher level, and so if there's anything that needs to be cleared, like we'll tell you what needs to be done. If it's a crystal that you need, whatever it is, okay? So just know that that is available for those of you that need individual guidance. But I am going to be doing a collective reading. Welcome in, Hat, SC Baby Hat. I hope you guys are having a good day. So we're going to start off with the prayer. Well, what am I missing out on? Okay, let me just backtrack. So if you guys are wanting to learn to read your own tarot cards, this is the Rider-Waite deck. It's the original deck, okay? I suggest that you guys get my book. It's called Visago Tarot Card Spreads and Spells. It has different tarot card spreads for each of the major arcana cards, which are the major life transition cards. And so basically you can work through this book and it will help you move beyond limiting self-doubt while using tarot. All you need to start is the Rider-Waite deck because it's based on that, and it helps you learn how to read cards and to pull cards for yourself, because I, for one, like, used to go to psychics and stuff like that instead of pulling cards for myself, and I know how hard it can be because we always want to see what we want in the cards, and that's why it's like so much easier to read for other people than it is for yourself. So just know that that is available for you guys. There's a link to that in the description box below. There's also a link to this other book that I suggest that you guys get. It's an intuitive workbook. It's called The Truth of God. It's an advanced, it's by Michael STEADMAN. It's Advanced Intuitive Living. And it has, okay, I'm just going to go through some of the techniques in this book because they're like worth gold, literally. Oh, awesome! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You're going to have to let me know how you like the book. So in this book, there's 3 main techniques that are just complete gold to me because I use these techniques, okay? The joy versus anger technique develops a yes and no answering system with your higher self so you can get immediate yes and no answers, like so that you can guide yourself while reading tarot. And honestly, I used to live life without asking questions, like from my higher self, and it was chaotic. Now that I ask questions, I actually get guidance, so I know what to buy from the grocery store, what concerts to go to, all stuff like that. Then there is, well, there's tools to creating a positive reality. There's all manifestation starts as a thought. Expectations and control. There's so many different things in this book, but the joy versus anger, and then the God technique. The God technique helps you shift your consciousness out of your ego so that you're looking out through the eyes of your higher self, which allows you to see the bigger picture that your life has planned, basically. And then it also teaches you how to clear your energy. And the other technique is the mind technique, which helps you locate thoughts and beliefs that are not serving you so that you can get rid of them. So that you're not just like, because when I see people pulling in the same experiences over and over again, it's because they have a belief, whether conscious or subconscious. And again, our subconscious mind creates 97% of our reality. And that's all the stuff we don't know about. So the mind technique helps you clear and get rid of those beliefs so that you don't keep pulling the same situation in. The problem that people have most of the time when they're experiencing the same things over and over again is they're looking for an external source Like it could be like doing a spell, burning a candle, any type of manifestation. They're looking to manifest something outside of themselves when they need to be going within and finding the core belief that because we all create our realities with our thoughts and our beliefs, but people need to be going within and finding the core belief that's drawing in the experience, and then releasing that belief so that the same experience doesn't continue to recreate. Because you can address something in the physical world with a candle, a prayer, but if you don't release the part of you that's creating that scenario or that storyline, then you're just going to keep pulling in the same experiences. Do I believe in Satan? I don't know, not really, not in the way that other people do. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can send me a $20 super chat and I'll pause the collective reading and answer your question. But we're going to go into the prayer now. So we're calling upon the Most High God and the Holy Spirit. We're asking that they can be with us now. We're also calling upon our higher self, and we're calling upon our spiritual team of highest light and resonance, including the ancestors, our spirit guides, our guardian angels. And we're just asking that the archangels put a protective shield around us, keeping us safe from all interference or anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, the highest knowledge, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. So now as I call upon your personal favor, God, please continue to prosper and bless this platform. Please continue to prosper and bless me and my subscribers, and please continue to show us the way and lead us towards our higher self and our soul and our spirit, so that we can discern the things that we need to discern in this lifetime, and so that we can learn the lessons, the major life lessons that we need to learn. All honor, glory, and worship goes to you, Most High, for everything that I do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And just like you give me peace, God, I give peace back to you. Amen. Okay, so by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior, because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes no bullying me or anybody in the chat or anybody in the comments. On this platform, everybody's allowed to have their own spiritual, religious, whatever type of beliefs, okay? So everybody's perspective is valued and nobody is wrong. So don't spiritually condemn anybody, because that's not what we're here to do. All right, so the message that I got for you guys is that you guys are being put on a pedestal, which... what does that mean? That basically means that God is setting you up above other people so that you can show people the way. When I think of a pedestal, I think of like a preacher. I think of like the for some reason, this is what comes to my mind. But I think of like the 1800s, you know how literal soapboxes, people would stand on those and they would like preach to the people. That's what I'm literally thinking about when I got this message. And it's funny to me that my mind goes like back to the past, because obviously we have people on platforms now, which is the same thing as a pedestal, helping others. So some of you guys are meant to be of inspiration to other people. And I feel like you figuring out what your message is going to be really important. And yes, I do believe that Jesus was a person. Absolutely. But do I believe that Jesus is going to come walking out of the sky at any moment and save us? No. I think that the way that Jesus will return is through each and every person gaining enlightenment and gaining Christ consciousness. That's my perspective anyways. But I mean, it is what it is. That's just what I think. But I do know that, you know, people, it's all about your beliefs, you guys. If you believe that the name of Jesus is more powerful than a demon, see, demons can only do what they can do within your belief system. Once you change your belief system, they don't have the power to do anything. And that's why, like, the mind technique, the truth of God is that we are all God. Our higher selves are God, our souls, our spirits, the part of us that's divine, that is God. We've never been separated from God. It's only because we've been told that we are Susie, Johnny, Jessica, Billy, whatever our names are. That's why we think that we're separate from everything else. It's the word I that literally separates us from everything else. But if it weren't for that delusion, you know, that we're all under, it's like a spell. That's why spelling with words, then we would still know that we're a part of everything else and that there's oneness. Yes, Jesus means Hail Zeus. That's literally what that name means. But I've heard Yeshua, you know, I do know that there is a Christ consciousness and there is a Christ-like energy, and it does offer a much higher vibration than what our egos start out at when we're in our south node. And everybody has a south node. A south node is something in the birth chart where you start out in your life basically not knowing who you are spiritually, and then when you get to the north node, that's when you figure out who you are in the spirit and you become your highest potential basically. Okay, so I'm just giving the cards some shuffles here, and then we're going to see what comes through. I think we're going to use the dice today. 5. So a lot of change is coming in. This change is a positive change. I know that when people hear the word change, they go like, oh crap, like something is going to change. I want things to stay the same. If things were going to stay the same, you would be like this is why I talk about getting rid of beliefs. When you get rid of beliefs, like especially there's a part in the book that was talking about expectations. When you get rid of expectations or beliefs or like the way that you think something needs to be, you open up for the universe to show you something that you could have never dreamed that was possible. And so that's why I feel like beliefs are never positive. They're always limiting. And it's just easier to release them and allow the universe to show you something new rather than to keep holding on to old beliefs. And I feel like you guys are here to, you know, help other people. I feel like, you know, you guys may be facing some type of opposition, but the opposition is not, it's not like evil, okay? It's just, you have to look at it from the point of view that you guys are being put in a position to help other people make changes, you know, like lifelong changes, moving towards the essence of God, which is love, peace, and joy, a combination of all that, and bliss and happiness. You guys are going to help other people move towards that energy, and you're going to do that by showing others that you can be a peaceful person. I feel like, you know, if there was anybody that was doubting you or slandering you or anything like that, they're eating their words right now because you guys are being seen as somebody who is in the upright. Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is like a military energy. It's somebody that's super aggressive. You guys could have had somebody that was very competitive, very aggressive. This person wanted you to negotiate like your terms. This is hilarious to me. They wanted you guys to negotiate your terms of existence with them. This military energy could be somebody that was in the military, or this could be, you know, somebody that just has that type of aggressive mindset. Doesn't have to be military, but it's aggression. You can look at the person on that card and see that they're not living in peace. And these are the types of people that you guys are here to inspire to do better. And it's not that they're up under judgment per se. It's just that their karma comes back on them. Like, we will be rewarded by the universal law of attraction, of what we put out, we will get back. And we can think we can control the way we put things out, but we don't control the way the universe spits shit back at us. And so that's why I feel like getting rid of beliefs is so important. Getting rid of expectations, especially when it comes to relationships, okay? Releasing the expectation of needing to have it a certain way opens up for that relationship to be what it should actually be. So this person is feeling like whoever this person is, okay, and we'll get into who they are, they're feeling like you need to be contained. Like, I'm seeing somebody like wanting to take you and put you in a container or put you in a box or put you in a prison. They feel like your energy is so magnetic that it must be contained. That's the way that this person feels. And they're very aggressive when it comes to you, because this person feels like it's their duty to cut you down, like to knock you down a peg. This person feels like you are, I don't know if this person, it feels like they think you're acting like you're better than everybody else, but you're not. And so that's where I'm like this person is manipulative. They conceal their emotions, and they would never tell you that they want to put you in a container, put you in a box, or make you conform to their method of thinking. And it's really not your job to like be worrying about what other people think about you, because that's completely none of your business and it's irrelevant. It's only coming up in the reading so that you know the energy of resistance that you've been feeling, you know, is coming from this. It could be government, military type energy person. Okay. This person could be into politics. I'm not a politics person. So there's some things that I just am not into, that I love the country that I live in, but I am not somebody that, like, I think politics are really boring. This person loves that type of shit though. This person is planning some type of, like, why did I just hear the word coup? What does that even mean? I've got to look that up. Is a coup like a heist? What? Let's see. I don't even know how to spell it. Coup. Coup. Yeah. So what I'm kind of getting, that a coup is like a heist. It's like a plan. It's just a plan. So this person has some type of stupid plan. And I feel like, they're not going to be successful in this plan, because this plan is based upon somebody thinking that you need to be judged because you will not bow down to some other weird shit, whatever this person is on. They feel like you need to be judged because you're inspiring other people to not be obedient to whatever this box of conformity is. Knight of Wands. So this is interesting. It is masculine energy popping out, but just know that we can take the gender out of tarot because everyone has masculine and feminine energies. The Knight of Wands is somebody, this could be somebody in their 40s. This person is extremely sexual. I feel like if you guys are a divine feminine, you've got two masculine energies that feel like you need to be domesticated. Okay, that you're too wild, or you're too bright, or you shine too, your light irritates their demons, point blank, period. Also, somebody could be wanting to control you guys through sex. Just be aware of that. If you are a male, these are two people that are very competitive when it comes towards you. These people feel like they should be on the pedestal and that you should be looking up to them. And because the role is reversed, these people at one time were being revered and looked at like they were something special, but now they're being seen for who they are. And it's like the last will be first and the first will be last type situation. It's just been a switcheroo. And so you guys have got somebody, a couple somebodies here that are working together, but these people don't like each other. This is why I feel like whatever plan they have to dismantle your progress is going to backfire, because these people do not even work well together. Not only that, they're extremely competitive, Literally, this person is very, very competitive. Six of Swords. These people could have been thinking about dismantling you by taking you to court for something, or by, these people have lost something when it comes to a court of law. Maybe they were pulled into a court case. I feel like these people should not have, they barked up the wrong tree, Yeah, I'm also getting that if you're a divine feminine, this could be two people that wants to domesticate you by marrying you or getting into your good graces so that they can then cause you to bind yourself into a commitment, okay? And then if you are a male energy, this is somebody that wants to take something from you. It could be if you have a beautiful girlfriend or a wife, somebody could be wanting to take that away from you. If you're in the LGBTQ plus community, this could be a situation where somebody is wanting your partner to leave you. I get that this is going to be a little bit different for everybody. So just use your best discernment with these readings. These people are drained because dealing with the aftermath of harassing you guys, literally, without having a just cause. Because again, their opinion, like when it comes to the greater picture of things, these people's opinions are not valued over your opinion. Your opinion comes from a place of wisdom and insight. These people's opinion comes from the laws and regulations that they believe in this, what is it called when it's like sexist type thing going on here. Hierophant. So when I see the Six of Swords and the Hierophant next to each other, that is literally showing me that these people are being judged. They could be being judged by a religious institution, or these people could be Freemasons. They could be in a cult, a secret society, a coven, whatever. But I do get that these people practice some form of witchcraft, and they do a lot of like money magic. So maybe they're losing money. I feel like if these people were trying to bring up a lawsuit against you, they have no legal grounds to stand on. And I'm also getting that somebody could have wanted to bring some type of proposal to you to try to confine you so that you would have to subscribe to like becoming a different religion or a different spirituality or something. I'm also getting that, you know, one of these people could be like pretending that like they could be going to a religious thing on Sundays, and then on their other time they're doing like shamanism and other dark practices. Like I don't know what other dark practices would be with shamanism, but I do get that that is true. These people are doing something that's low vibrational. And shamanism is not low vibrational, but some of it, like I've known a few shamans that are low vibrational. So some people, even though they could be doing a practice that's higher, that's supposed to be higher vibrational, if they're doing it from a place of materialism or a place of wanting to dominate or gain something, that could be definitely, you know, having a bad intent when they do it. And so that makes it low vibrational. Or a witch doctor, exactly. Yeah. But I don't feel like these people are intelligent enough to be the actual like shaman or witch doctor or healer. I don't feel like they have that type of knowledge. I feel like they have to go to a hierophant to get that. These people could have been wanting to initiate you into some type of weird practice. King of Wands. This is like a lot of masculine energies keep coming out. And the wand energies are very sexual people. So there could have been some type of sex magic that was going on here. This Hierophant group was engaging in for money. Because I keep seeing, what I'm seeing is like somebody using $100 bills and then doing something with the images of the $100 bill to manifest. I'm like literally seeing some weird shit. But yeah, they were doing some type of sex ritual money magic thing. And they were using women to harvest their energy. That's what I'm specifically getting. Some of you guys have the best energy available. And so why these people are showing up is because you have good energy, you know, and they want that. A lot of you guys are dealing with people that do not have the things that you naturally possess. And so, yeah, thinking with the wrong head, exactly. Their desires have taken over their mind and have caused them to act, to make erratic choices, like, you know, spontaneous, erratic, stupid choices. I'll just call it stupid because it's ignorant, trying to come for you when you're, you know, in your north node, in your purpose, doing what spirit and God has intended for you in this lifetime. That when you're doing that, it makes you almost impossible to be removed. And that's why I feel like, you know, you just have to understand that even Jesus had opposition. So don't hate these people. Just know what type of time they're on. You know what I mean? Just know that why they're wanting to pursue you, get you into a marriage, cause you to join their ranks of whatever weird shit is because the women that these people mess with do not have good energy. And if this is something about men sleeping with men, these men need a woman's energy because they need that womb energy to create anything. And when they're just sleeping with other men, and I'm not judging anybody for what they do, I really am not. I accept everybody that's LGBTQ plus. But there is a deficit in that energy of that creative energy, that divine spark, when it's just men with men trying to do sex magic to manifest, like literally. So they do need a divine womb to bring in this new world order crap that they're on. And I feel like you could be dealing with people that are like Illuminati, Freemasons. Maybe these people wanted you to join their groups and they know that you're not going to, or that you already said no. I do get that there's a little bit of love magic going on here. 2. Yeah, these people were taking major steps. 2 is also a feminine number, which is talking about creation. The sun. These people know that your energy is pure, that your heart is pure, that you are connected like literally to God, to the sun. You're a child of the sun. The sun is what gives this planet warmth and what gives us light to be able to see. It's a very important part of creation. You guys, your magnetism could be very high at this point as well. So you could be drawing in, there's a reason that you're drawing these people in, or that, because these people definitely know each other. And yeah, they make shit up like everybody else in life, like literally. Yeah, love magic does, it always backfires. There's always some type of consequence or something that you have to pay, like to get love magic done, literally. And when it's done, it causes a lot of deaths. Like it causes like you just can't mess with somebody's free will and get away with it. It's not possible. This sun energy shows me that you are being a light to other people. You're guiding people towards the light. You're also calling people to heal that inner child that is wounded within them. Everybody on this planet, I don't care where they're from, what their background is, we all have trauma. You know, we've all gone through things. And so that's why you guys are so compassionate. Yeah, you cannot control free will. I mean, you can control your own thoughts and beliefs, but when it comes to other people, just have to let God, source, do what God's going to do. Because the thing is that you don't even need to do anything about these people. These people are going to fall away, whether you stick up for yourself or not. Because these people want you to like fight and argue with them about your beliefs. And that's a waste of time. Why even do that? Justice. You're over here getting justice while these people are getting the book thrown at them. If they committed any type of crime against you, you're going to get justice for this, especially if this is like spiritual crime, and especially if this is any type of identity theft or trying to, I was getting earlier that somebody could be trying to put your name like on some type of marriage certificate, making it look like you're married to somebody. That's if you're single. These people are like they feel like if they can tie themselves to you in some type of physical way, then they can benefit off of this sun energy, because this sun is always giving off good energy. They feel like you are to be benefited from. And if you can't be controlled or put in a box, then you need to be silenced. And God is raising you above these people, putting you on a pedestal so that you can show the world that, you know, being this, what is it called when men think that they need to run everything? It's like, what is it called? I was saying sexist earlier, but it's not actually that. Is it Masonic? No, it's not Masonic. It's something. It starts with an M. But yeah, literally, you guys wake up grateful every day that you're still alive and that you get another opportunity to be your true authentic self. And you're being rewarded for that. These people wake up and all they look at is that they can get on the internet and view you in some type of way, or they can look out their window and view you in some type of way. And then all they see is what they don't have in their lives. Like, and sometimes when you guys are shining so brightly and you're being your authentic self, people who don't feel safe to be who they truly are will envy that. They'll unknowingly envy that, and they want that. This is a group of men that wants to control you, regardless of your gender. These people want to have total domination. Misogyny. Thank you. That is the word. Yeah. It's misogyny. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, so these people believe that women should be like barefoot, pregnant in the house, not, you know, and if you're a masculine energy that has a lot of divine feminine energy within you, they also feel like that is a threat to them. They see this collaboration, this soul tribe that backs you, and these people feel like it's going to be impossible to rip you away from the people that support you. I agree. It's going to be impossible, because God has manifested itself through your mother, through your father, through other people who love you, who are not going to just let you fall into the clutches of some type of satanic cult, okay? And there's nothing wrong. Like, technically what Satanism people say, or Luciferian or whatever it's called, is that they don't believe in the devil. They believe in rebellion and questioning things. And I don't think that that's wrong. I think that if there's some type of, what is it called? Is it demon? It's not demonology. There's some other type of word that describes when people worship demons. I don't get that these people are doing that. I get that they're doing more of, this is like a reptilian group. They're doing more of like using what's already been created with America for spell work. They're using that type of energy. That's why I was picking up Freemasons, like really old magic. The thing is, though, is that this magic that they're using, the sex magic and the money magic and the love magic, it's not working. It's working on these people. That's why these people have become obsessed with you and your energy. And they become obsessed with wanting to possess your energy or like hold it or keep it for themselves. And like at the end of the day, your energy is still your energy. These people are not you. And, you know, if they want to be more like you, they need to go within and find God within themselves, because God is that love, joy, and peace that's within all of us. That's always available to us. It's only with our own free will and our own thoughts that we choose to think thoughts that are not in alignment with the energy of God. And that's because we're not perfect. None of us are. But the more that we choose love, joy, peace, and bliss and happiness and good things and just paying it forward by doing right by other people, the more of that, the more perfect we will become. Okay. King of Pentacles. This, somebody wants you to make a deal with your soul. Like they feel like super envious because you have not had to sell yourself to have what you have. It's like crazy. I remember the first time that I came to this planet, or a planet like this, and all of the people on the planet were so bizarre. They were really into selling themselves, like being like people owning other people, like slavery, but like everybody had a price. Like it was really weird. I'm getting that really old mentality coming from this King of Pentacles, like that anybody can be bought. And the thing is that you cannot bribe God. You can't bribe the Most High. You cannot like buy God. And these people that want to use finances like against you or want to strip you of your finances, they might want to be mindful that, if that's not your energy, if being broke is not your energy, which it's not, then that's not what's going to happen, because you're in control of your reality. You're the God of your own reality. And the Most High God is a part of you. It is you, that part of you that is divine. Then you've never been separate from God. You're always connected to source. You can call it God, you can call it source, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but it's that positive vibration. These people do not understand what I'm talking about. Like they don't understand that peace is a choice. Okay. These people believe that you obtain peace by fighting and dominating others. That's not how peace is created. Peace is created by going within and tapping into the energy of peace. Thinking thoughts that align with being peaceful and knowing, yes, you belong to the Most High. We're all property of the Most High. We don't belong to anybody else. And these people, they want you to sell your soul, and they're stuck in this matrix. These people are not going to be able to awaken. I think the reason that you are such a stimulus for these people is because you're here to help them awaken. Without you, these people would remain asleep in their reptile part of their mind, the fight and flight response, and they would continue to do this dumb witchcraft stuff that's not it. At one time in the age of Pisces, the witchcraft was working. In the age of Aquarius, where we're at now, it's not working. And these people don't know what to do because they see you not over here, not having to do anything like to manipulate the world around you, and you're still getting everything that you want, and they feel like that is unfair. And I feel like it's completely fair, because you're over here actively taking a part in creating your own reality by choosing to think thoughts that are in alignment with the divine. And that's choosing thoughts to love yourself. When somebody wants to put you down, love yourself. Three of Swords. These people could be getting separated from lovers. They feel abandoned. These people, what they really have an issue with is their own mother. Like this King of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Hierophant group, and the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, they want a woman that's like their mother. Okay. And I know that's like a human pattern that repeats, but these people, they need to like literally nurture themselves, and they need to stop thinking that they're going to get their answers and their dreams and wishes fulfilled by doing external rituals. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with doing a ritual, but it's like, if you believe in a ritual more than you believe in yourself, then what can that ritual even do for you? Three of Swords. These people could be fighting with their lovers. They could be getting separated. I feel like there's a whole group of people, you know, here that are being abandoned, and they feel abandoned by their own mothers, and they're trying to take it out on y'all. Literally, they want to take it out on you because they feel like their mother didn't love them right or something. Again, you're inspiring these people to go within and heal, but they have not taken that step to actually heal. They also have not taken the step to look at why they are so provoked by you, why your energy provokes this type of feeling within them. You know what I mean? They have not looked at that at all. And if they did, maybe they would go through awakening. See, these people know that you're a high priestess. They know, or a high priest, however you want to look at that, but they know that you're an intuitive person and that you would never enter into a binding, low vibrational contract with them. That you're never going to submit to whatever this religious dogma is, and you're not going to become somebody's like wife, like, or mate. I don't know what these people want from you, but it feels to me like they want domination, control, and to domesticate y'all. And so literally, it's kind of weird, but it's actually makes sense to me, because these people are stuck in the old way of thinking in the age of Pisces, where that was the way of being, and you're showing people a new way, and these people have a problem with that. They think that that's demonic because you can see the witchcraft that they're doing. Like, how is that demonic at all? In fact, your high priestess abilities is a gift from God that you have. This, she's holding a scroll, a Torah of knowledge, and that knowledge is going to help you progress in life. These people, they fear the knowledge that you possess. They also fear the message that you're here to share. Seven of Swords. These people know that the only correct path for them is to basically let you be. Confirmation. They know that. They know that the only correct path is to basically, any other path when it comes to you is going to lead to disaster, because you are going to see through this stupidness. You're going to see through it with your ability. Our abilities always work to protect us. That's one reason why we have them. A lot of people who are empathic, they had to become empathic and had to learn how to read the energy in a room because they went through abusive households growing up. And all spiritual gifts and abilities are genetic. So if you've got it, your one or more parent had it. Okay. Like in my bloodline, I've got like Reiki healers, and everybody is psychic. Everybody in my bloodline is psychic on both sides. And so I've got really, you know, I've got an aunt that does tarot as well. So it's in my blood. These people do not understand the fact that this ability is in your blood. They can't take it from you and they can't block it. And I feel like sometimes when it's just, you intimidate these people. These people, the Queen of Cups just came out. These people really truly believe that you are this mothering, nurturing energy that you're going to overgive and overshare. Oh, thank you so much, Shama Maria. You're awesome. Thank you for that donation. So like literally, these people think that, you know, I want to say the energy of being soft, like being really soft. It says on this card, the perfect wife and loving mother. This is what they look at you like. They look at you as like this woman that's holding the Holy Grail, this person that is so special and rare, and that these people know that they'll never come across another soul that has the same energy as you. This is why they feel so attached to wanting to have a relationship or some type of experience with you. And these people what they need to do is they need to go within and heal why they feel hurt from their own mother before they have a relationship with any other woman, because they're just going to be projecting that wound onto any female that they get with. And that's a big turnoff. You know what I mean? Yeah, they don't see it like that though. They don't see it in the way that they should. These people are delusional. Page of Wands. And they're also teaching their children to be the same way. And this is why you may even change the way that these people's children think about life. And you guys being in a position to lead other people in a way that's positive is going to be your pathway to success. I feel like because you guys are living a life that is positive, you're not engaging in gossip, low vibrational behavior, and a lot of you guys do not really judge other people. You just let God do what God's going to do. Yeah, we're definitely turned off. You know, you're doing everything that you need to do. And these people, I think it's funny that they keep focusing on this Queen of Cups energy when you guys are truly like the Empress. Okay? They're dismissing the fact that you guys are like that mothering creative energy that is completely abundant, that could lead other people. You know, I'm like feeling Joan of Arc type energy coming from you guys. So it's like you guys are very, very divine. And you've got a lot of intuitive abilities that will go off anytime one of these people tries to come into your life and they want you to compromise. They want you to compromise your soul, your spirit, your integrity, your connection with God, and give it over to them. And these people want you to worship them like they're God. And these people, everyone's higher self is God. Everyone's soul is God. We're all a part of, it's all the same energy. However, these people are not God in your life, okay? God is God in your life. Like, these people can be God for themselves and tap into their own divine connection, but what they can't do is force you to bow down and worship them, okay? That's what they can't do. And maybe in the past, in the age of Pisces, this would have been a thing that was done because women in, you know, the past were treated like animals. Like, and for whatever reason, it feels to me like these people, you know, they have their very sexist opinion, their misogyny opinion that men should be leading the world. And they see you guys having feminine energy and bringing that feminine energy back to others. And these people, they want to like consume that energy because they don't possess any type of softness to them. We started out with the Knight of Swords, which is very aggressive energy. Five of Cups. These people are experiencing, the Five of Cups is crying over spilt milk, but these people are experiencing loss after loss, and they're actually grieving because they were expecting, like, I'm not even kidding when I say that these people were all competing for your energy and for your time and for your hand. They literally were hoping that you would become a parent to them, like if you were to get in a relationship with one of these people, they would want you to be like a parent to them. Okay. And I feel like you're not on that. You don't want that. You know, it's a whole town. Exactly. You guys don't want to parent. You're not here to parent people who are already parents. You know what I mean? Like, these people are leading another generation of misogynistic ways of thinking. And now that you're bringing enlightened thought into the picture, these people feel threatened by that. This could be a religious institution like Catholicism and any other denomination, okay, of Christianity. But yeah, or it's, you know, yeah, I think it's Christianity. But yeah, literally, because I don't get that these people worship the devil. They just believe that they are God. Like, they believe that because they are a certain gender, that they are better than everybody else, and that everybody else should be bowing down to them and looking to them for advice. They believe that women are stupid, and so for them to be proven wrong and to see you being intelligent, for them to be seeing you as you actually are, these people are very intimidated by that because you do not fit into the box that they want you to fit into. And what would they do to women like this in the past? Probably stone them, probably find a reason to try to stone them or burn them at the stake. That's the type of energy that these people hold. Yeah, you're over here making big changes. You guys could be starting a social media platform. This is the World card. I just have to cover up her nude body. But literally, this is like the energy of Gaia. You guys are here. You guys could be getting new jobs. You could be relocating. These people, if you guys get a new house or a new job where you have to leave the area that you're in, these people are going to lose their shit. Like, I'm not even kidding. They're going to lose their shit. They feel like they need to know where you are at all times so that they can have access to you and your energy. And I really feel like that's creepy, but it is what it is. Oh, make sure you guys like the video, you guys. It's really important that you do that. It tells the algorithm that, and leave a comment and hype the video when you see the little hype button, because that really helps this platform move up the ranks. So yeah, you guys are achieving your goals, and you could be getting an unexpected sum of money coming your way. These people fear this unexpected sum of money because they know that it's going to come from a divine source in some type of special way that they cannot block, not with their magic. They can't siphon it, they can't block it, they can't steal it, and they cannot entrap you into getting into a marriage with one of these people so that then they could hurt you or harm you or, you know, basically try to take everything from you. So it's like a story that's extremely old that these people are recreating. And it's, you know, you getting a new residence or job would be a blessing. Okay. Moving away from these weirdos, blessing. And then just going within and healing whatever it was that drew these Satan people in, like, because it's not that they worship Satan, but they want to be God to other people. They want to be worshiped like a false idol. They want people to burn incense to them and pray to them and shit like that. It's just weird. It's a really weird energy. And these people are so afraid of you, like, helping the less fortunate and helping other people find the truth. These people truly fear what you're here to do. They fear your message, they fear your purpose, and they fear why God has put you in this position. But they're also drawn to you like a moth drawn to a flame. And that, so these people have been trying to block your career advancement. What one of these people wants to do, I think it's the King of Wands, he wants to come in and have a baby with somebody. Either this person could want to either get you pregnant or get pregnant by you or whatever weird energy that is. But yeah, they feel like it's got to be something to physically tie you to them. This is why I was picking up somebody trying to put you onto their marriage certificate or some fake bullshit. Yeah, they're going to get caught for that. So even if they try to do something in the physical world to bind themselves to you, it's not going to work because that would be messing with your free will. And you are not here to lead a bunch of people that will never do the right thing because they feel like they're better than everybody else. Like they feel, and these people, even though they're all doing this weird sex magic, focusing on you, trying to ensnare you, wanting you to sign whatever deals this is. Maybe you guys are getting into the entertainment business or like the music industry, or you're in the music industry, because it gives me that type of energy, like join us or die, like type energy. And it's just crazy to think that way. I feel like you guys, when you get this new job or you start this new business or you go on this new adventure, a lot of unexpected money is going to come your way in unexpected ways, literally. You're going to be blessed beyond what you can even perceive. That's why I was talking about releasing beliefs at the beginning of this reading, because the more beliefs that you have on how things need to be, the more that you release those beliefs, God will show you something better than what you thought it needed to be. And that is the biggest blessing. I also get that you guys are in the perfect place to accept change in your life right now. This change is a very positive change. It's going to bring about your wheel of fortune, and it's going to bring about you being able to share your star abilities, your talents and traits that are very unique, your light, okay, with others. Like you're here to be, I have to just cover up her body, but like you're here to be this star, this world renowned star. This is what these people fear, because if you are not able to be manipulated and controlled by them, then you are going to inspire other people to go to the light. Oh, I forgot to cover up her body. Sorry. You're going to inspire both of these people. You're going to inspire other people by being world renowned. Literally, that's part of your destiny. This is why these people are so upset. This is why you're being put on a pedestal, because you have something to show the world. You could dance, you could sing, you could do art, and I feel like, yes, I know we are all mature. It's just YouTube has its policies. It is what it is. So I don't feel like you guys are going to be restricted in any ways. I don't feel like you're going to have to, bend the knee per se to these people. Okay. Spirit is going to give you an avenue where you can make a positive change in a new direction and walk away from these people that want to trigger you. Three of Wands, because you do have a project or a goal that you've been working on for a very long time, a trait, a quality. Maybe you guys want to be actors. Maybe you want to be singers. Maybe you want to dance. Maybe you want to design things. Whatever this is, you already have your eyes set on something, and you're going to like literally achieve whatever it is that you want. You just need to keep moving forward. This new business idea that's coming in is going to help you form long-lasting relationships that will give you the ability to continue to prosper anywhere on the planet. And so I think that that's a beautiful thing. If you can move around and you can travel to new places and get to see other walks of life, get to just see other environments, it's going to inspire you to basically become somebody who is immobile, somebody that can access so many different avenues of thinking. This is all about, I want to see if there's any planets in retrograde right now, because I know that Uranus was, are any planets in retrograde right now?
Yes. Jupiter, Uranus, and Chiron are currently in retrograde.
Okay,
Jupiter will end its retrograde period in March of next year. Neptune and Saturn were previously retrograde, but are now moving forward.
So Jupiter, which has to do with good luck, money, and finances, okay, that when a planet's in retrograde, it's showing you the shadow aspects, the things that you haven't worked on. That's why when Mercury goes into retrograde, it's like communication issue after communication, connection issue, all of that type of stuff. Now, Uranus, okay, is all about innovative thought, creative ideas, inspiration, humanitarianism. And Chiron, interesting that Chiron is in retrograde right now. Chiron is about, if you were to look in your birth chart, I want you to look at where Chiron is located. Chiron is going to show you where your deepest wounds are, because Chiron represents the wounded healer. And so, yeah, you're going to be able to see what wounds you have that are really, really deep that you could work on in this lifetime. The birth chart is important, but at the same time, there's a ritual that Aleister Crowley created called, it's like either the bornless or the headless ritual. Let me just ask. But this ritual basically clears your birth chart. It helps you integrate every aspect of your birth chart, so that if somebody were to look up your birth chart and try to use your wounds against you or try to use your south node against you, it won't work. That's basically, I don't know if he intended that to be the outcome when he created this ritual, but yeah, it's called the Bornless Ritual. So I read about the ritual and I was like, okay, Spirit, let's create that same effect without having to do the actual ritual. And so that's what I did. And I was able to clear all the stuff in my birth chart, because I did have people trying to use that against me. So just know that when you're dealing with witches and warlocks that are into astrology, I had a neighbor that was into astrology that was trying to use shit against me. They will go and they'll try to play around in your energy and amplify wounds that, if you go and heal that wound, if you heal everything in your birth chart, because your birth chart is like taking a snapshot picture of where everything was located in the stars, the skies, everything, the planets, when you were born, when you came into creation. So it is important. The 10 of Cups. And there is a birth chart calculator that you guys can access for free on the internet. Just type in Google search free birth chart calculator and it will come up, and all you'll have to do is enter in your birth date, your name, the name that you were born with, and then the time that you were born and where you were born at. So the 10 of Cups is telling me that you guys have a lot of harmony, a lot of peace, a lot of good days ahead. This is like you getting your wishes fulfilled and you being in peace and contentment. This is you being able to prosper no matter what conditions come your way. I feel like you guys have already been through so much in life. This is why you're here to lead other people through the same adversities that you've already faced. Some of you guys could want to be counselors, healers, teachers. You're very enlightened people. I feel like people really want to hear what you have to say. And this is why you're being elevated at this time, because it's time for you to show other people how you have attained peace and literally quantum immortality is what I'm seeing. These people are after some type of elixir that they believe that you can create. Like that's literally something that these people are thinking. And they feel like, and it is true, okay? If these people were able to get your sexual secretions, it would probably give them long-lasting life or reverse their aging effects. But just know that that we all have the ability, well, maybe not all of us, but the divine people, they have the ability to do that. This is why you'll see some people when they get married to somebody else, or they are with another person, you'll see that they have like a shine or a glow to them, or that they're aging backwards. That's a real thing. These people are wanting you to use your sacred divine energies to give them eternal life. And that's crazy because you're going to use that energy for yourself. These people specifically practice like tantra. It's like having an orgasm, but instead of pushing everything outwards, they push it inwards, like energetically. That's what tantra does. I mean, there's different types of tantra. Some of it you just build up the energy and you never have an orgasm, but I think that that's pretty lame. So these people, they're practicing this sex magic ritual stuff that could be considered tantra practices, but they're not having an effect with it anymore. And so they feel like they need to have a divine source. And instead of these people just going within like a normal person would to like gain a divine connection, instead of going within, these people are looking for somebody else that has a divine connection, and they've come across you. And they're like, oh, let me just use their divine connection. Like, what the hell's wrong with them? Why wouldn't they want to establish one for themselves? Eight of Wands, because these people are at a crossroads. They have to make a major decision when it comes to moving forward. I feel like some of these people could be having to pay the courts, or they're having to pay some type of fee. Yeah, just be aware that there's a group of people looking towards you like you are the answer to their problems, and it's not your job to fix these people. And I feel like literally it's not your job to fix these people. It feels like, these people want you to heal them and fix them. Like it's that Chiron in reverse energy. Instead of these people going within and seeking guidance and healing themselves, they want you to be the catalyst to their healing. And yes, you are here to help people heal, but Jesus did not go around healing every person. There's a part in the Bible, I don't know exactly where, but it does talk about this lady coming up to Jesus when he's out of town visiting a friend. And she's like, please, will you do an exorcism on my daughter? And he's like, no, like you guys sleep with dogs. You guys sleep with animals. You do demonic shit. Like, I'm not going to just waste my time doing an exorcism on your daughter for her to go do something demonic again and then get possessed. And it's literally verbatim, just like that. You guys are not going to waste your time and energy on people who are just going to go back to an old vibrational. You remember that story? Yeah, that they're going to just go back to reverting to an old vibrational state, which is that reptilian mindset of, fear, domination, and control. You've already proven to these people that love is greater than fear. Four of Pentacles. And this is all about what God gave you, because these people feel like God didn't give them anything. And they're like literally looking past the fact that you are grateful for your life. Every single day, you guys have gratitude towards God and the universe. These people are completely missing that. Like, they're not understanding that the reason that you're going to remain completely abundant and unencumbered by any type of regulation, rule, or law or restriction, whether it's in the courts or whatever these people are trying to do with laws, the reason you're going to remain free is because you literally follow your inner guidance. You're not going to be ensnared in any type of trap. And these people are upset. They're upset. Ooh, chocolate cookie with frosting sprinkles. That sounds good. Yeah, they're upset because they can't remove this Ace of Swords protection that you have. It's delusional for them to think that they can just strip you of something that they did not give you. It'd be one thing if these people actually funded you or did some shit to help you, but when you were struggling, where were these people? When you needed something, these people were stealing energy from you. So again, it's not like they act like they're entitled to your blessings and your protection. I feel like if you knew one of these people and they didn't tell you that they were a witch or a warlock or a Freemason and you were around them, they were trying to use you as a human shield to shield them from the karma that they were going to receive from trying to fuck with your free will. And that's something that it is going to come back only to them. Like, you couldn't shield these people from their karma if you wanted to. And you don't even want to. So these people thinking that they're going to use you like that by getting in your good graces, this is why you have to be so careful with what you're coming into agreement with. And we just right now cancel and rebuke any coerced agreement or any unconscious agreement or contract that's ever been made with anybody like this. We cancel and rebuke these people because absolutely not. I also get that, think of problems as an opportunity to change, because that's all it is. When these people want to bring you problems, you're just going to sidestep it because you know that following love, joy, and peace is going to get you to where you want to be, not following fear. These people want you to fear like them. They want you to fear them like they're God. Like, be afraid. The only thing you should be afraid of is if you were to do something really bad and karmic consequence would come back on you. But besides that, that's what fearing God is. It's knowing the universal law and how the law of attraction works and not doing things that will cause you to suffer. Because we all have that South Node past life karma crap that will come back at some given point through these types of people. And it's how we choose in the moment now to deal with this energy. And if we continue to choose peace, love, and joy, that's what's going to come to us. Two of Swords in the reverse. These people, they want you for your creative ideas and for a business idea. These people want to use you. Like, they have the Two of Swords, in the reverse is all about these people moving in the wrong direction. These people could also be human traffickers, which is really, really disturbing. Yeah, these people also feel like you're lonely or something. Literally. These people are blocked. They have no creative ideas. That's why they want yours. These people want to use you for something. I mean, for multiple things is what we're uncovering, obviously. But just know that, agreeing to whatever these people want, even if it looks shiny, even if these people are like, oh, I'll give you a record deal, but you have to sign in blood, or you have to, any weird shit like that, you guys, please be aware that don't come into agreement with people that don't mean you any good. People that want to benefit off of you and pimp you out in some type of way. It doesn't have to be literally pimping you out, but it could be trying to use you for your voice, trying to use you for your energy, trying to use you for your wisdom, trying to use you for anything that they can get off of you. These people want you to willingly enter into an agreement with them. And if they can't get you to willingly do it, then they're going to try to force something. And the universe is going to slap them out. 4, a foundation. The 4 is about 4 different directions. You guys are going to be able to move in whatever direction you feel that is the best for you. And I feel like if this new job comes in, well, when it comes in, this new business idea that you're working on, you're going to be able to bring this in all directions. It's going to be something that you can really expand on, and it's going to be something that grows. So what else do we need to know about this situation? You guys just need to know that you're safe to be yourself. You're safe to be who you are. You do have opposition. This opposition is a group of weirdos that think that their collaboration is going to overpower you. And it's not. Okay, I don't care how many people, seriously, everybody else on the planet could come against you, and when God is for you, it doesn't matter how many people try to come against you. And yeah, you guys are not lonely. The Emperor, you have mastered something. Forget the fact that this person looks like they're old. I don't feel like you guys are old, but you literally are in the position to be a leader, and you're here to you're here to help other people be safe and protected. And it's not by you shielding them, it's you teaching them how to live a life that is good, literally, by following the way that you live. And it's not like these people need to do exactly what you do, but they do need to start some type of they need to get out of the reptilian mind, because that's what's enslaved them. These people are enslaved by their own thoughts and beliefs and their own minds. And that's how you know that they're stuck in the matrix. These people feel like you are the only way out of their suffering. And no, these people are the answer to their own problems. They're also the creator of their own problems. They just don't know that. They don't know that their selfishness, trying to keep you away from the world and trying to take away opportunities that are yours. These people do not understand the severity of that, because it's messing with a divine plan. And so divine timing is at play here, and you guys are about to receive a major blessing. Yeah, while these people receive the ending of their financial stability, these people, They see that why they're being like this is because they actually need you for something. These people truly believe that they need you for something. And it's definitely something that they need to go within about and ask themselves why they feel the need to conjure up death and try to bring endings for other people. Like, why? When everybody is going to end up dying at some point or going through a transition, because that's what death is. I believe that in quantum immortality, just like shifting timelines into another perspective. But these people are stuck in a reincarnation cycle that you have already broken free from. Just be aware of that you have an Ace of Pentacles coming in. This is a major blessing from God. This is you always being stable, always having abundance, always having somewhere to be and something to do that is more important than these people and their agenda. And not to say that these people are not important, but they're in their south node. They're stuck in the aspect of the reptilian mind, which is fight and flight response. These people only understand war, like they only understand that aspect of life. And so that's why you are going to help these people awaken. I also get that the year of the horse is going to be very good for you guys. Like if you guys are the horse sign in Chinese zodiac, it's going to be doubly good for you, but literally you guys are very much in alignment with the energy of the horse. And so these people, they're in the alignment with the energy of the dragon. And so it's just like, you're going to outrun these people. You have stamina. These people everything that you have that is of value, these people lack. That's why they're looking to you, like they're wanting God to give them a blessing, but these people will not work on themselves in any type of way to be in alignment to receive anything. And they also don't understand that they've run out of time here when it comes to getting you into court or whatever this stupid shit is, Two of Pentacles, if they want to take a baby from you or whatever these people are on. Because I was getting that these people could have been trying to call CPS on you if you have children. The Two of Pentacles is talking about you receiving a download, a message from spirit that basically sets you free from these people. And this is what these people don't want you, especially when it comes to finances, you receiving an email, a text message, a download, a vision, intuitive information. They don't want you receiving this message that you are basically free to move forward and that you don't owe anybody anything. You're not in debt. You don't owe the universe this horrible debt like these people do. These people owe the devil. Instead of trying to make your blessings, these people want to strip you of blessings that God gave you, which is impossible to do because when God gives to you in the way that nobody can take. It's not the way that people give to you. So these people are trying to strip a blessing from you that God gave to you. They could be trying to manipulate the laws in the state that you live in or the country that you live in so that, they're trying to trip you up. Literally setting out a snare. And these people are going to fall into their own trap. And it's going to look very ironic and hilarious. Not to be rude, but it is hilarious. Page of Swords, because they're spying on you. This is what I was getting with peeking out the window, going on social media to see when you have post and what you post, and then obsessing over your pictures and stuff. These people are weird, okay? They're wasting their time obsessing over you when they could be doing something to make their own lives better. They really need to be more worried about paying the devil because all of these monitoring spirits have been cut down. Literally, these people are not going to be able to watch you in a way that's going to harm you. And they can try to send as much evil eye as they want, but you came out the sun, the first card, that's the Eye of Ra. You are protected from that. You will turn that energy that they send to you into literal gold. Yes, and you've not been trying to put a snare on anyone. Exactly. This is why you're being elevated at this time. Hermit. These people think that they isolated you. And they were like, oh, we're going to make them lonely. We're going to isolate them. We're going to cut them off from everyone with this witchcraft that we do. And then they didn't even realize that all that did was make you stronger. It made you go within and find that inner light and make peace with your past, and you healed. And this is why the Chiron being in retrograde, all it's doing, it's not the retrogrades, even though they can slap us in the face, they're not curses. All it's doing is showing us unprocessed beliefs, emotions, thoughts, and aspects of ourselves, shadow aspects that just need to be loved and integrated. Okay. And so it's not anything more than that. And so I really feel like anybody doing magic in a retrograde, they're going to have sideways effects of that magic. And that's what we're looking at here, especially when it comes to using divination to spy on you or using other people to spy on you. Other people to like, because you could have blocked these people. You could have been like, God, whoever is doing this to me, please just remove them from my energy. And they went and outsourced to somebody else to try to get somebody else to watch you. Being weird. Yeah, because they want this Wheel of Fortune. These people feel like if they cannot force you into sharing this Wheel of Fortune, then you shouldn't have it. And that is not, by you cutting people off and going within, you have gained access to the Wheel of Fortune, your destiny, your fate, and you're going to follow your own guidance. You're not going to be led astray by anybody, especially not in this day and age. This is not the time for you to be walking away from your path, walking away from your dreams and your hopes. Like not to please no man, no woman, no other person. This time of your life is all about your personal development and your spiritual enlightenment and you becoming aware of your spiritual self and connecting into that. That's what this part of your life is about. That's why this good fortune is here. Literally, because you're doing the work. These people, they don't want to do the work. They want you to do it for them and then give them the benefits. Like literally lazy. Empress, you're showing up as divine feminine and divine masculine. I just want you to know that your energies are balanced. Another reason that you can create and give birth to new projects and bring things into creation. I was just hearing that somebody was trying to do some type of like nose spell so that your face would change. This is all backfiring. Stupid shit. They look at the Empress and they're like, oh, she's so pretty. She's so beautiful. She's so abundant. Let's destroy that because we can't possess it. Like, total weirdos. And then, you know, I really feel like these people belong to some type of spiritual belief system that doesn't allow them to expand. And this is why they're stuck in this repetitive cycle of wanting to change you instead of working on themselves. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're here to be abundant and you are abundant. You guys are very abundant people. You know, you're down to earth, you're compassionate, you're empathetic, you're loyal, and you're dependable. You guys actually help other people when you know, if somebody were to come to you and ask you for help, you would help them. You know what I mean? But these people, they want you to worship them and serve them like a freaking slave. And that's not going to happen. And they feel like because you are a divine being that you're indebted to them. And that's not accurate. Yeah, Queen of Wands. These people could very well be working with an energy that's this Queen of Wands witch energy. They could be going to a female to have divination done on you because these people don't know what to do. They're like, our whole plan involved ensnaring that person. Now that we can't do that, what do we do? Like, sad. And all they need to do really is stop the witchcraft. The witchcraft is not working. It's backfiring and it's never going to work. It never was working. Not in the way they wanted it to. It's all a trick of the devil. Knight of Pentacles. And I don't believe even in the devil like that, but it's all a trick of the lower vibrational energy. Somebody was working very hard to try to bring you some type of negative message that would cause you to have to restrict yourself. Okay? If you counsel people or you do something like what I do, somebody was trying to say that you advise them in a bad way to hurt or harm themselves, and you did not do that. There's no evidence of that. And so it's all made up. And these people think that literally that their magic, that their evil wishes will override your divine plan. And that's completely stupid. Nine of Pentacles. You were born a Nine of Pentacles. You are always able to stand on your own 2 feet because you have God within you. You're not looking for an external God to answer your problems because that's not where God is. It's like literally, God is in everything, but the way that you gain access to God is by going within. That's why prayer is such a powerful tool. And just be aware, sweetie, you're going through psychic spiritual warfare, okay? Get the truth of God. This is going to help you end that permanently, because spiritual warfare is only there to teach you how to develop your spiritual connection and how to literally defend yourself, so that you're not just leaving yourself wide open to being attacked. And don't think that you're a victim of it. Think of it this way, that yes, it's happening to you, but it's also happening for you, so that you can learn how to be a spiritual warrior, literally. And the moment that you learn that, how to defend yourself, and it's just doing, whatever works for you. I think different things, giving love. I think different things work for different people. So you just have to, for me, my life before prayer versus my life after prayer really made a difference. Me communicating and asking the universe, affirmations also made a difference. The biggest difference in my life came from the truth of God and the techniques in there. That's literally, I went from always being a psychic person to being connected with God all the time. And it's just a completely different experience. And you got to start somewhere. We all start in our south node. The magician, these people think that your energy is magic. They feel like you've been able to magically keep yourself stable. I feel like you are this magician. You just maybe don't practice magic on. Like, I don't believe that magic is wrong in any type of way unless it's doing it on somebody else. That's wrong. But if you're doing some type of manifestation technique, you're using herbs to heal, whatever this is, you're to help yourself or even to help somebody else, I don't think that that's wrong, and neither does the universe. That's why people are allowed to do that type of thing. But when these people are the ones that are messing with free will. They're trying to use things outside of them to mess with somebody's free will, and that's not cool. Okay, what do we need to know to conclude this reading? Is there anything else that's of great importance? I feel like you guys are coming into the Six of Wands card, to be honest. Yeah, Queen of Swords, you cut these people off. And if you haven't, you need to. Whoever these people are, ask Spirit to show you a sign of who they are so that you can just literally block them. Block them mentally, block them emotionally. Don't let these people tug on your heartstrings. If one of these people is a baby daddy or something like that, limit your communication with that person. If you have an adult child with somebody and this is a person from the past, and you don't have to talk to that person anymore unless it's concerning that adult child that you have. So you can definitely cut ties and disconnect at any time. And these people know that you have the strength within you to do that, to say no to them. These people want to bring a very tempting offer to you. And this Queen of Wands has told them that if these people try to tempt you in any type of way, you'll say no. Like, you just know when shit looks like an evil temptation, you guys know that. Six of Cups. These people feel like what they're regretting is being able to manipulate you from a child. These people feel like if they could have fractured your psyche and abused you as a child, then you would not be this way. You would not be a free spirit. They also feel like they want to have a creation, a child with one of you. Creepy. No, absolutely not. We're not having children with any of these type of people. Shit. And if you don't want to have children, that's okay. These people feel like you should be forced to do that. No. You don't have to share your DNA with anybody. Page of Pentacles. You're here to leave a legacy to a child, to possibly even people that are like next of kin or people that come after you. For some of you in the future, you're going to have to disconnect from a child for a little bit of time to let them grow and develop on themselves. Basically, what I'm getting here is that somebody could be trying to drive a wedge in between you and your child. Okay, they could be wanting to manipulate the way that your children think. Just be aware of that. This is why I was picking up CPS. Like, they feel like you're unfit to be a parent because you're going to teach people to be free spirits and to think their own thoughts and to not be up under MK fucking ultra, okay, mind control. Like, these people know that they can't control your mind. They've already tried. The Nine of Swords. And this is what they're grieving over. Their failed attempts with everything that they knew and had access to. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Literally, these people are grieving like the loss of everything that they had access to. They're also depressed. Whose fault is that? That has nothing to do with you. The way that these people feel about themselves is not like they're still blaming their mothers, okay? So this is why they're not going to get past your defenses. Yes, but you could have children in the future. 2 of Cups. This is talking about your soul contract with the universe. This is talking about you uniting with your divine power, your higher self, and moving forward and making your own destiny. Like this is like you following the little signs the universe gives you to the actual manifestation. And these people, they could be afraid of a twin flame contract coming in because it blocks their plan to come in and force you into some type of marriage or something. Fucking weirdos. Literally. These people also want to come in and like they want you to believe that they're your twin flame or something. That remember, these people, even though they've ganged up together, they're still all competing against one another for you. You know, they want to be the baby daddy to y'all or baby mama to y'all. Like just strange. I mean, if these people were already in a relationship with you, that would be a normal thing. But these people will never have a relationship with you. They'll never even have a conversation with you. These people are cowards. They have to go resort to using a witch to spy on you to get information that's not even accurate because God's not going to allow this witch to see anything about you that could be used against you. Silliness. The Strength. This is like these people, you know, they don't want this love union coming together because if it comes together, you're going to basically become so strong. You're already strong by yourself. It's like these people fear you having somebody because they want to be the person that you have. These people would fight each other to the freaking death to be with you. That's how they feel about your energy, that it is that sacred and holy. You guys could have gone into like a religious building and somebody witnessed a miracle happen and they became infatuated because these people are definitely obsessed and they're crying over the fact that they know that there's never going to have a chance with you. It's just not possible. Yeah, 5 of Wands competition. These people will have to fight each other literally to the death, just like that, to compete for you. And even with that, it doesn't matter who wins and who loses. You're still going to say no to all these people. So it's like pointless. It's pointless for them to try, but just know that this is the thoughts that they're having. Like this is what they collectively as this group of people think. They want you to join their religion, their cult, their organization, and freely give yourself to them. No. Hi, welcome in Archangel Revelations. 6 of Wands. I totally called this. I was like, I feel like you guys are the 6 of Wands energy. Literally, you're here to be famous and successful, well-known, rewarded for your hard work. You guys are going to be rewarded for whatever this is that you're working on. And these people, they know this. They know that this huge, humongous recognition and reward is coming towards you. And they fear this because they know that if you step into the energy of being victorious and you step into the energy of having this beautiful life, that they won't be able to disrupt that because you'll be such an opposite frequency to what they vibrate at. These people want you to serve them like some type of slave. And maybe there is a past lifetime that needs to be healed, okay, with the Chiron being in retrograde. Maybe this is bringing up a past lifetime wound where you were enslaved to these people in the past, but they're not your master now. And they need to get the fuck over that. Like, seriously, they need to accept it. And then they need to get over it. If you were ever married to any of these people in the past life, that's what this energy is. That's why it's creating again. Because these people, they can't get past it. They want to bring up some past life contract that's not even relevant now and then put that into motion and force you to engage with it. And no. Because you have free will and we're not in the 1700s or whatever fucking nonsense of the past. You have the free will to say no and not marry somebody. 9 of Wands, Chiron return. This is the Chiron return card. The Nine of Wands is about being a wounded healer. See how this person's got a boo-boo on their head? These people want you not able to heal that Chiron retrograde energy, the wounds that you are not aware of. And how these wounds come into manifestation is through being triggered. Like you could go through an experience with somebody and get really upset and be like, why am I so upset about what that person said? And it's because there is an aspect, a wound from another life or another experience that you had with that person, that they did something bad, or we don't even need to say bad. They did something that caused a wound to be created within you, and you forgot about it, but it still was there because you never healed it. So this lifetime is a beautiful opportunity for those triggers to come forward so that you can go within and then heal those triggers, so that when these people try to trigger you, when they try to mess with your Chiron return, that they can't, this is why if somebody knows what your birth chart is, that's so bad, especially if they're a witch or warlock. Horrible. Because they'll go right to the Chiron return energy and they'll be like, let's amplify their wounds, or let's get them to never look at this. And by you looking within and healing the parts of you that you feel are wounded, because I don't believe that any of us are wounded beyond being repaired. I feel like we can be restored. I really do. I personally believe that. You need to believe it too. Believe in your own restoration. Believe in your own health. Believe in your own wealth. Believe in the fact that you are not a Chiron return. You are greater than your birth chart, literally. These people, they can't heal their wounds. These people will never look in their own freaking birth chart to see what their own problems are. That is like crazy to me. That's total projection. Total projection. These people also feel like drained and tired, and they want somebody to hit a reset button for them, and there is no reset button for them. They need to go within and reset their own stuff by getting out of, when they stay in the reptilian mind, all that does is drain their energy, because that's fight or flight. Those two responses, fight, flight, or freeze, those three responses are all draining energy. That's not an enlightened energy. Yeah, the Fool. These people are still stuck in their South Node. Now, there's nothing wrong with the Fool card, but these people have been very foolish when it comes to you, thinking that they could use worldly methods that they've used on other people to get at you. Now they're being shown that it's no longer the age of Pisces, the Hangman. They cannot sacrifice you. There is no God that accepts sacrifices. There is no devil that accepts sacrifices. But telling people that, people are always going to be like, let's sacrifice to Baal. Let's get 7 years of good, like, just fucking nonsense. This is the way the human race has been. Since I fell to this planet, I realized that people were always into this sacrificing other people type thing. But that was the old age. This is a new age now. They need to get over it. Yeah, if you have to defend yourself from these people in any type of way, they will be slapped out, like literally. And you could just defend yourself with your tongue by, calling down judgment, saying, God, please judge this situation. And that's not you judging these people. That's you asking your higher power to come through and assess what's going on so that you can be given the correct knowledge, because these people, they're in the tower and they are looking for a way to get out of being judged for trying to sacrifice you, for trying to ensnare you, and for treating you like you were a fool. Okay? Trying to play on your wounds and trauma bond with you and get you trapped. You're over here working on whatever business idea, whatever project, whatever work that you do, and you're busy. These people cannot gain access to you because you don't have time for them. Like, you're literally busy working on your own life, being successful. You're busy living your best life. Well, these people are wasting their time up under the moon trying to domesticate you, trying to turn a wolf into a domesticated dog. You are already domesticated and you don't believe in nonsense. Like, these people are into doing immoral conduct. They feel like by cutting you down, it's going to put them first. And that's the way that they feel like nature wants it. But nature does not feel that way. Nature is like, these people, obviously you have to put that oxygen mask on yourself to then put it on the child next to you. So you do have to, there is a level of self-preservation that's necessary in life. But if you're doing self-preservation to the detriment of other people, where you're trying to use other people as a stepping stone, that's when it becomes not self-preserving. That's opening you up by trying to step on other people to get to the top, or whatever these people are doing, because that's what they have, they commit illegal crimes. These people do stupid things. They like literally commit crimes. They want to step on somebody else's back to get somewhere else, not thinking that that will come back to them, that same energy. Somebody else will come and step on these people to get to wherever they want. You'll get Spider-Man on the job. I love that. I love that. Eight of Swords. These people, they did something illegal, trying to preserve themselves and trying to make sure that you had a definite fall. And they're going to jail for that. They're going to be restricted. It could be some of these people, or it could be all of them. They're going to be restricted. That's definitely the outcome here. And literally, if they don't pay the devil whatever they owe this lower vibrational energy, this lower vibrational energy is going to come for them. So they don't need to be concerned with what you're doing. They need to be concerned about paying the devil what they owe. Four of Swords, most likely their life. This is going to be like a funeral. These people literally were trying to put you in a box. How ironic that it's going to be them. Or somebody that they love. Because again, these people are so cocky, they would never think to protect the people that they love or themselves. Like, they've really, really, really just looked past that. And they're wondering how you're still protected, how you're still able to be an inspiration, how you're still able, yes, it's fraud, how you're still able to move forward with everything that they've done to you. And it's because whatever they've tried to do to you has not hit you. It's not ever affected you. These people just thought it did. Yeah, they did this shit out of boredom because they're bored with their own lives. They're unhappy with the outcome of their situation. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Literally, these people are unhappy with the outcome of their situation, and they're about to be harshly judged by somebody that is in the court of law. This could be somebody that's an actual judge that has moral standards. These people were after your 10 of Pentacles, which is ironic because this is a home, influence, importance, a gift, a large sum of money, and inheritance. Literally, material success and security achieved through conventional wealth building methods like a business. And literally, these people wanted to take a home from you, property and land from you. These people still believe that women should not possess anything, or that people that are feminine, it should not possess anything. These people are in the Five of Pentacles. They're being outcasted. They don't need to be even worrying about paying rent because they're going to go to jail. This is what the universe is doing to them because they were trying to strip something from you that God gave you. God gave you a home on this planet, in this body that you're in this home that you're in, wherever you're at. And this could also be a future home that's coming into existence, something that you've asked for. I would write everything that you want down on a piece of paper and put it on the fridge, and then focus on it every day and think about how you're going to create that. And literally, by time will pass, and then all of a sudden you'll have the thing, and you'll look at the fridge and be like, holy shit, I wrote this down, and it actually came into existence. Yeah, it's what they don't know. That's exactly it. These people are carrying a 10 of Wands burden. Like, they're majorly burdened because they're being outcasted. People are telling them no. Whatever this dumb shit is that they were doing illegally, they're getting in trouble. You're getting your wishes fulfilled. And it's happening rapidly. It's just like a rapid change, the last being first and the first being last. These people expected to be able to trap you and frame you and set you up in some type of way, and they can't do that. God's elevating you. Three of Cups. You guys are very popular, and you have a lot of positive influence and a lot of friendships and a lot of good people coming in. You just have to open your heart to the possibility of having a successful relationship with somebody who is not weird. You know what I mean? And literally, these people are carrying burdens that they don't need to keyed. They don't need to keyed. There could be something about a key. These people do not need to carry these burdens. They are doing this because they feel like you need to be torn down. They don't have any evidence of you being a part of anything to tear you down. So I really feel like all they need to do is look away, and then they would be less triggered by your success. But they're going to continue to watch you like weirdos. And you're going to move forward. You're going to move on with your life. You're going to get a new job. You're going to start a new business. You're going to follow that inspiration. You're going to create that dream. You're going to manifest what you want. And these people, their punishment is having to watch you have everything that you want and more and not need them. Four of Wands. Fulfilling a project, finishing a project, pushing a body of work out, creating a song, not having to sign to a record label, not having to sign your soul away. You guys are not going to compromise your spirit for anybody's, terror, because these people are afraid of you. They're afraid of what you represent, and they're afraid of you literally succeeding. Some of you guys have family members that feel like you shouldn't have something that they don't possess. That's just for some of you, though. 8 of Cups. Yeah, these people, their problem where they went left field, is their relentless pursuit of money. These people pursued your finances and your money, and now it's led them into financial problems. These people have lost their values. They need to examine and change their goals in their life, literally. And they need to leave you alone. These people, if they're going to be getting back into a relationship with this person that betrayed them, just like they were trying to be a Judas to you, this person already has a Judas in their life. So they might want to be mindful about that whatever relationship they're trying to create is an illusion, and it's not going to bring long-lasting happiness. This person is so disappointed to find out that they are not your twin flame. Like, holy shit. One of these people are like losing their marbles over that they're not your twin flame. Yeah, the Chariot. These people, they pursued money in an illegal way. Okay, by trying to get something off of you or take something from you or sue you for something or get you involved with the courts or put you in jail or whatever this is. Like, whatever they were planning to do to ruin your wish fulfillment, you're being elevated and these people are being downgraded. They're being put in some type of spiritual prison or purgatory. They have literal police after them because all of the evidence of whatever they were doing with identity theft and fraud is leading back to them. It's not leading to you. So this is why you're going to be liberated and vindicated. And you basically already are. These people are just upset about that. Ace of Cups. They are upset because God still loves you. The universe still loves you. Your family still loves you. Like, you are loved by a source that will continue to show you mercy and grace. And these people are pissed off about that because they can't change God's mind. They can't bind God. They can't bribe God. They can't manipulate God. And you are a part of God. You are God. For your life, you are God. That energy of God, that love, joy, and peace, that's what you actually are. Any thought that's not in alignment with that is false. Knight of Cups. And it's not one you need to engage with. These people want to come in and be very charming, turn you on, like literally. No, you're not going to be deceived. You're not going to be falling into this delusional state that these people are already in. They are trying to make a last ditch effort by doing some type of stupid group ritual to get themselves out of these crimes that they committed. But they owe the devil and they owe the courts and they owe the police. They owe the justice system, at least that. They owe the justice system. These people are going to be acting like the victim when they were trying to victimize you. And if they were trying to hold an inheritance from you or keep you from being able to get like disability or any other type of income, these people will be stripped of whatever resources they have while you will be approved. Ace of Wands, because whatever you put your energy into, God is going to back. And when God backs you, who can come up against you? They scammed you out of $3,000 in 2022. Yeah, and you woke up. Yeah, literally. Just be aware. These people want to come in and get you into a contract, force you into some type of record label, if it's an entertainment industry, or force you into a marriage so they can dominate you and take your resources from you. This is what these weirdos do. They try to target vulnerable people and strip them of everything that they own. These people, why they're going to have everything taken from them is because everything that they have is stolen from somebody else. And so that's the way they make their money. They have to understand at some point the universe is going to turn that energy around and slap them out for that. And they are going to owe many payments. These people wanted to make you into a beggar, and now you're the lender, literally. These people are going to have to beg for their bread every day. That's sad. But they could have left you alone. They could have just minded their own business. This is why minding your own business is like the best thing that you could do, and not investing in other people's what they have going on, looking within and investing in yourself. That is what's going to get you the furthest in life. These people, it's going to be a major transition, a turning of the tables. These large institutions that were literally benefiting and making money off of the little people, off of us, it's going to be reversed role. Now we're going to be benefiting off of their bullshit. Literally, these people do not understand that Archangel Michael protects you and that you use temperance. You always make good decisions. This is why you will not be stopped. And you won't be silenced. You won't be hushed up. You won't be put in a corner. You won't be put in a box. You won't be covered up with like a tarp or whatever, a sheet. Okay, these people can't hide you. They can't do anything. And all of this illegal hacking bullshit has backfired on them, like literally, because now they're going to have to tell the courts why they were doing all of this stupid shit. Literally, they're going to have to confess. I mean, if they don't confess, their lawyer is already knowing what these people are, what type of time they're on. It broke your heart for the last time. Yeah, stalker and bullies. You know what? These people are puppets. They're NPCs. They're not consciously there. Like they literally, you forgive these people because they're so the opposite of you that these people, they're trapped. They can't help themselves. And they're so embedded into temptation. These people were tempted. Yeah, the Two of Wands, whatever you focus on, you're focusing on your ships coming in. This is like you being able to manifest the reality that you want. These people were focused on how to clothe their children and their children's children, even though they don't want to take care of their own kids. These people were planning on bringing you, they want this materialistic lifestyle and they want to get it off of the suffering of other people or off of abusing vulnerable people. And now they're being turned into a vulnerable person. And to be quite honest, being materialistic and I'm not dissing anybody that's into like name brands or into really rich stuff. If that's your thing, go for it. But like if that's all you focus on is a relentless pursuit of money and materialism, then that's all you're going to see in life. And materials don't bring happiness. Like there are a lot of wealthy people who are not beautiful, who are not attractive, who do not have a good sense of humor, who do not have a good personality, who are NPCs. Like there are a lot of unhappy, wealthy people. So like these people thinking that wealth is going to be the answer to their happiness. And then they also don't believe in themselves to the point where they literally feel like they don't have any resources, that they don't have any power to create anything in their own life. That's why they make their money off of scamming other people, tricking other people, making other people vulnerable, and stealing. And this is why their money will fade away. Yeah, these people are going to be advised by a lawyer to let it go. And when these people decide not to let it go, that's when the hammer is going to be brought down on them. Because it's not like they weren't warned. It's not like just like you receive angel numbers and you guys are seeing signs from the universe, these people also are seeing signs. They just don't have the eyes to look at those signs and interpret them in the way that you do. This is why you listen to what, like, God manifests itself a lot of the time through nature. When you're seeing animals, like randomly, like you're outside and you see like a raven, feel what that feels to you. A lot of the times I'll telepathically be able to pick up messages from the actual animals themselves. Sometimes the animals are coming as representatives for other deities and other energies that are offering love and support. Sometimes the energies of like whatever birds and stuff could be to monitor or to watch you. But, even at that, if these people are trying to look out through the eyes of insects or birds or whatever stupid shit, all they can do is watch you. They can't touch you. All they can do is watch you. It's like, watch what nature does. You'll be able to see how in alignment you are by how the universe responds around you. If you were to go outside and all of a sudden it were to start raining or thunderstorming or something, I would be looking at a storm brewing within yourself, something that is unresolved. if you were to walk outside and it to get really sunny and really bright and the sun to just shine down on you, that would be a very good sign that you're following your happiness. You're following the correct energy, love, joy, and peace, which is the essence of God. In my opinion, that's what God feels like to me, is love, joy, and peace and serenity. And it's all the things that are perfect and lovely and holy and sacred and happy and joyful and blissful and true. And so it just feels to me like God is positivity. And if there was a devil, it would just be negative. It would just be the opposite polarity. And so that's why I know that if there's a devil energy, it's still working for God. And so you just have to understand that these people are stuck in their south node. They're stuck in that, like, that fight or flight response, that reptilian mind, because of the way that they vibrate, the way that they think. And that's not your fault. It's not your fault. Even though you did draw this situation into your life, it's not your fault why these people are the way that they are. And if they're trying to project their wounds with their own mothers onto you, these people need to just look within, because you are not their mother. It may be in another life you were, but not in this one. All right, you guys. Feathers everywhere. That is a sign from your angels that you are protected. Yes, exactly. I love that, Archangel Revelations. Ask Mother Earth to reveal who or where these culprits are, just so that you can avoid them. Yeah. And then watch the activity of the earth. You'll be able to read a lot of signs. Like there was a time a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, it was like in November, where there was just geese, like so many geese in the sky. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Because every time I go outside, there's geese like flying by. And I looked it up and it was talking about moving towards your goals, having an ascension and prosperity. So, always go with what you feel with your intuition when you see something in nature. When you see an angel number, what you're going to do is you're going to take whatever you were thinking about, whatever you were doing, or whatever you were focusing on, or maybe even who you were around at the time you saw the number, and you're going to apply that meaning to what the angel number means, and then use your intuition. And you'll be able to figure out what the matrix is trying to tell you. Because the matrix, we can't hate the ego or hate the matrix, because it's a system that's already been created. Hating it is pointless. But we can learn from it, and we can literally break free from it, and we can take the messages that come to us and interpret those messages and interpret those downloads, those dreams, asking yourself, what does this mean to me? And following that lead, it's going to basically bring you to your highest perspective. And so that's why I really suggest that you guys get the truth of God. Do the God technique. It will raise you into your God self, and you'll be able to look at things from a bigger picture. You'll be able to see things much more clearly, and then develop the joy versus anger technique. These are all techniques I use all of the time. And then, remember that those of you that are empaths, what you're picking up on, okay, that's not your energy. You just have to understand that you could be picking up on somebody, like your gifts are going to work the way that they need to work. You could be picking up on somebody's energy that's not good. Don't associate their energy or their projections as your energy. Like, don't own that. Just know, okay, this is something that's going on within me, that's manifesting on the outside of me, and the universe is bringing it in, pulling it in to get my attention. So now that I'm faced with it, what am I going to do? Am I going to go outwardly and try to fight it, or am I going to go within and resolve it completely so that it doesn't continue to be pulled in? Because that, when you go within and you resolve it, it gives the universe an opportunity to change whatever's going on. All right, you guys. So yeah, get the truth of God and get the Visago tarot card spreads and spells, and get the Rider-Waite deck when you've got some time and energy, literally, because this is going to help you understand so much about yourself. And this book is going to help you develop your intuition and your natural gifts and abilities, and to understand how everything works, basically. So the links to that are in the description box below. Thank you for donations. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes. All of that means so much to me. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. Peace be with you guys. I love you so much. And remember that you guys are so loved, that you're being put on a pedestal so that you can show other people how to love themselves. Okay. All right, you guys, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.